Good evening and welcome to Cougar Park for this evening's Stones Bitter First Division Championship game between Keighley Cougars and the visitors from over in Cheshire, the Widnes Vikings. The Widnes team for this evening's game is as follows. Number 1, Jamie Bloom. Number 2, Alan Ratcliffe. Number 3, Boise Nelson. Number 4, David Ruane. Number 5, Steve Bosco. And the half-backs for Widnes this evening, number 6, Sean Long. Number 7, Phil Waring. The forwards, number 8, Ian Connor. Number 9, Paul Gartland. Number 10, John Harrison. Number 11, Jason Hunter. Number 12, Gareth Cunningham. Number 13, Jim Cassidy. And the substitutes for Widnes this evening, number 14, John Donoghue. Number 15, Nick Devine. Number 16, Lee Ashton. Number 17, John Paul Doherty. Widnes coached by Bernard Long, who moved up from the Alliance team coach to take over the reins from the former Widnes legend Dougie Lawton. And the Cougars this evening at full back, number 1, Matt Foster. Number 2, Andy Ayres. Number 3, making his debut, Carl Smith. Number 4, Simon Irvin. Number 5, Simon Ray. And the half-backs for the Cougars, number 6, Lee Hanlon. Number 7, Chris Robinson. And the forwards, number 8, Raphael Filippo. Number 9, Phil Cantillon. Number 10, Ian Gately. The second row, number 11, Das Fleary. And number 12, again making his debut, recent signing from Leeds, Alan Julian. And loose forward, number 13, Dave Larder. The substitutes for the Cougars this evening, number 14, Paul Owen. Number 15, Jason Ramshaw. Number 16, Grant Dory. And number 17, Alex Kane. It's a nice, mild evening here at Cougar Park. There's been a cool breeze all day. It's been a very sunny day. But there's just been a little bit of nip in the air. But it's a cool, mild evening this evening down here at Cougar Park. And the officials this afternoon for this evening's game, as follows. The referees, Mr. Peter Taberner from Wigan, and the touch judges, Mr. David Mitchell from Leeds and Mr. Dave Tidman from Leeds. And the in-goal touch judges, both from the Castleford Society, Peter Walton and Dave Nathan. Cougars this evening will be looking to get themselves back to winning ways following that disappointment at Hull Kingston Rovers. Although they came away with a point from that game, it was a very disappointing game as far as the Cougars themselves and particularly the coaching staff are concerned. They were well in the driving seat in that first half, and the sin binning of Matt Foster and Grant Dory certainly almost at the same time didn't help their cause in the first half and allowed Rovers to get back in the game. But speaking to Darryl Powell earlier this evening, both him and Simon Irvin are looking to get back on winning ways against this Widnes side, who have been struggling for a while, particularly this season. Although a few wins under the games, they're certainly not the force they used to be. I mean, there were legends in the in the 70s and early 80s, known as the Cup Kings, having visited Wembley on numerous occasions. And Widnes kick off in the form of Jamie Bloom, putting it long and deep into that bottom left-hand corner. That ball going out on the full and well left there by debutant Carl Smith. So it's a penalty to Keighley in this very first minute. Phil Cantillon racing up to take a quick tap, going on his own, feeds Lee Hanlon, but a mistake straight away, a forward pass. So a couple of errors in the first few seconds, and not exactly the start either side would have wanted. But to scrum down to 5 metres inside the Widnes half with number 7 Phil Waring putting it in, feeding Sean Long, signing from Wigan, feeding Boise Nelson out in the right centre. Number 2 there, Alan Radcliffe, moving it in, but driven in there by John Harrison and put to ground by new boy Alan Julian and Phil Cantillon. Julian, again, a recent acquisition from the Leeds Rugby League Football Club, the Leeds Rhinos. Be interesting to see how quickly he settles. Phil Waring moving it out to Long, looking for runners. Good break there by number 13, Jim Cassidy, but put to ground there by Carl Smith. Another long ball out to Jamie Bloom, and certainly Widnes looking lively here and nipping in for the first try, but it's a forward pass and Phil Waring not happy with that referee's decision Mr. Tabner were right in line there and just signalling that ball had gone forward, but certainly lively opening play there by Widnes, moving that ball well across one side of the field to the other, and then unlucky not to get the first points on the ball, but that all coming from a mistake of Phil Cantillon and Lee Hanlon following that kick off into the full by Widnes. But it's a scrum down 10 metres away from the Keighley goal line and some 15 metres in from this Poplar Terrace inside of the field here at Cougar Park. Robinson feeds the scrum, picks up, feeds Simon Ray coming in from the left wing position, but he's put to ground there by number 13 Jimmy Cassidy and number 11 Jason Hunter. David Larder looks forward for the Cougars, driving it hard, running strong down the centre, but put to ground there by number 8 Ian Connor. And a good run there by Raphael Filippo, clearing the danger zone there. Cantillon feeding the big fella Keighley. Keighley taking him on straight down the middle and making good yardage. It's put to ground just short of the halfway line. It's a good clearing run by Keighley. Robinson to Hanlon. Hanlon looking for us, deciding to go on his own. A good break there by Lee Hanlon. Almost clear, but just slipping on the greasy turf. Robinson putting an eye up and under, a bomb onto the 22-metre line. But going jump well there, Jamie Bloom, taking it well. Bloom, the South African player, good reliable full-back, but did exceptionally well taking that high ball then from Robinson. Widnes in possession, trying to clear their own danger zone. Number 8, Ian Connor, losing that ball in the tackle, but the referee pulling up for a knock-on and actually not playing the advantage there, because Mr. Tabner could certainly have played the advantage, and Keighley would look to be clearing this corner. And a lot of the crowd not happy with that decision. Certainly not playing the advantage rule there, and certainly would have benefited Keighley. Robinson taking it to the open side to Hanlon, feeds Carl Smith. Good strong running from deep there by Carl Smith, but Widnes up to the task, putting him down early. Filippo taking it in, just driving it hard, and big tussle there with the opposite number Ian Connor. Cantillon to Robinson, midfield to Larder. Larder taking him on down the middle, going for the gap, but good tackling there by number 7 Phil Waring. 2 or 3 metres inside Widnes 22-metre zone. Robinson looking for runs to Irving outside him, but 3 Widnes players putting Irving to the ground 8 metres short of the try line. Robinson across field to Larder. Larder swinging it right to Hanlon. Hanlon to Carl Smith. Carl Smith out to Andy Ayres. Ayres coming back on the inside over in the top right-hand corner of the field. And again, he's put to ground some 9 metres short. Keighley overrunning it. Robinson putting a little kick through, picks up off a thing off to pass over the top there, just evading Andy Ayres. Ayres looked to have a clear run to the corner there, but just a bit of a hasty pass probably by Chris Robinson, but good enterprising play. Widnes trying to get out of this danger zone, the 22-metre zone, which we all talk about. Across the field there, I think it's number 10 John Harrison just driving it in for Widnes, but put to ground there by David Larder and Phil Cantillon. So number 8 it was, sorry, Ian Connor. Keighley moving in quickly and putting Widnes player centre of the field, number 12 Gareth Cunningham, one of the Cunningham dynasty. But Simon Ray moving in on his opposite number. Alan Redcliffe, Gartland to Waring, to Long out to some 10 metres away from that far touchline. Sean Long, former Wigan player, putting it long and deep into the 2-metre zone. Matt Foster playing at full back tonight, picking it up and running it clear. The good run there by Matt Foster. Good clearing 30-metre run straight down the middle of the park. Cantillon feeding Andy Ayres, coming from the right wing position, looking for work. And again taking play on 2 tackles right up to the halfway line and getting a penalty out of it, because Phil Waring and not certain who the other Widnes player is at the moment, but lying on in the tackle there, number 12 Gareth Cunningham. So penalty to the Cougars right on the halfway line, and Simon Irving looking to find touch on this Poplar Terrace inside here at Cougar Park, finding touch right on the 22-metre line. So it's Cantillon feeds Keighley heading straight for the post. Good 15-metre run by big fella Ian Keighley. 10 metres short of the Widnes line. Filippo charging toward those posts, and he's held up inches short. Second tackle, Cantillon looking to Gunner, but nobody running, and Widnes quick to move in on him and shut his options down. Hanlon, long ball out to Robinson. Robinson deciding to go on his own, but they just shut him down early doors as he hesitates, looking for somebody to run on to, but deciding to go on his own. Hanlon again, back to Cantillon. Cantillon racing across the face of the post, going on his own, but number 13, Jimmy Cassidy, former lead player, putting him to ground. Still 2 metre shot. As Ian Keighley charges through there to get that ball over the line for the first score for the Cougars this evening. Keighley using his size and weight, just dipping down a bit, forcing his way through those two would-be tacklers. They were going up high. There's no way you're going to stop a fella of that size when he's going on a dipping motion towards the try line. Just tore between the two would-be tacklers and got that ball down for the first score of the evening. So Ian Keighley, the ex-Manly player, getting the first points of the board for the Cougars this evening against Widnes. 7 minutes gone in this game, 8 minutes gone in this game in the first half, and the Cougars now leading by 4 points to nil. And Simon Irving with a conversion attempt to come, and somewhat 7 or 8 metres to the left-hand side of the uprights. It's on the right side for Irving, being a right-footed kicker. He'll come round in an arc and looking to just hook that ball in between the uprights. So we're 8 minutes into the first half. The Cougars 4 points to nil in front, and Simon Irving's attempted conversion to come, and it's straight between the uprights. So the Cougars now 6 points to nil in front. 8 minutes gone in this first half here down here at Cougar Park. So Keighley Cougars 6, Widnes Vikings 0 after 8 minutes. It was good play, particularly by Keighley, driving a lot hard and low towards that Widnes try line. And a big hit there by Keighley, right from the word off, just battering Gareth Cunningham to the floor. And that's what you call a big hit. He went back 2 or 3 metres. Gartland now in possession for Widnes, just outside the 22-metre zone, swinging it across the centre of the park to number 8, Ian Connor. Connor put to ground there by Chris Robinson, Ian Keighley, and the new boy, Alan Julian. Well, look, Keighley will be looking for a big game tonight, just make his presence felt and let them know that he's still around, and he's got a big say to having this Cougar set up. Widnes swinging it along the width of the field, and a good break there, back inside to Kiwi player number 3, Boyce Nelson. But good tackling there by Alan Julian, putting him to ground, and Widnes still in possession, kicking it long and deep into that Cougar 22. Picked up by Matt Foster just inside his in-goal area, looking for a way out. Next 7 or 8 metres away from his goal line. Good full-back play there by Matt Foster. Andy Ayres coming in to relieve the pressure, and he's put to ground almost on the 10-metre line. Daz Fleary now with the first touch of the ball, just busting his way upfield. Makes a good 15 metres there, Daz Fleary. Cantillon scurrying away from acting half, looking for a way through the middle, but caught there by number 8, Ian Connor, and number 9, Paul Gartland. Robinson to Larder. Larder stepping back inside Gartland, but Gartland hanging on grimly. Cantillon again to Robinson. Robinson going on his own. Good break there by Chris Robinson. He's got Filippo back inside to Foster. Good support play by the fullback. Gets the second try of the evening. Then that's superb play by Matt Foster and Chris Robinson. Robinson breaking superbly. Some 9-10 metres inside the Widnes half. Set off up the middle of the park. Clear run to the fullback, Jamie Bloom. He had Raphael Filippo on his outside, but looking for a faster man on the inside, found Matt Foster. Foster airing in from the fullback position. Good support play, and a clear run to the line from somewhat 15-18 metres. Just tore over that line, and that's a good top draw. It's out of the top draw is that score. And it's good to see the Cougars back in good form. So Matt Foster getting the second try of the evening. Some 12 minutes gone in this first half, and the Cougars now 10 points to nil in front. And Simon Irving with a attempted conversion from almost the identical position to the Ian Keighley one. Has a look at the post, sets himself up, round the corner, slots it neatly between the uprights. The Cougars 12 minutes gone, 12-0 in front, and if memory strikes me right, it was 12-0 at Hull Kingston Rovers in exactly the same time, 12 on 12. So let's hope we don't have a repetition of last Sunday's when everything seemed to go wrong after that. But certainly Cougars looking very lively with the ball in their hands. Some good enterprising play, good creative play as Lee Hanlon kicks it long and deep. Picked up by number 13, Jimmy Cassidy. But Cassidy looking to find his way out, but put to ground there by Alan Julian and Simon Irvine. And Raphael Filippo moving in quickly there to put number 10, opposite number John Harrison, to the ground. Ian Connor battling his way through, but going nowhere. Garland acting half, out to number 7, Phil Waring. But Widnes spilling that ball, and the referee just having a look at the touch judge, and the touch judge signaling that it had been a knock-on. So Mr Tabner pulling up for that knock-on by the Widnes Vikings. So it'll be a scrum down, some 20 metres in from the far touch line, from the main stand side here at Cougar Park, and bang on the Widnes 22-metre line. Robinson feeding the scrum. Hanlon looking for runners. Long ball out to Matt Foster. Matt Foster looking to step outside Boyce Nelson, but Nelson just halting his progress. Hanlon going on his own now, spinning round, trying to evade Gareth Cunningham, but Cunningham just putting him to ground. Cantil on to Robinson. Robinson again having a good game, looking to go on his own, but just been caught there and half stopped by Jim Cassidy, or else it would have been through again. Irvine, long ball out to Cantillon, Hanlon to Larder taking him on, feeds Fleary going all the way to the line, taking Bloom on and getting it over for another score, I think. Just waiting for the referee to confirm it, but that looks a third try of the evening going to Das Fleary. That was typical, good second row play there by Das Fleary. David Larder just taking him on, drawing the defence in, drawing 2 defenders in, and they're slipping that ball to Das Fleary, who's going like a train, an express through that gap, taking Jamie Bloom over the line with him. I think he'd have taken all Widnes with him, there's no way they're going to stop him there. Das Fleary tearing over for the third try of the evening. And with 15 minutes gone here at Cougar Park, and the Cougars now leading by 16 points to 0. So, a really good start here at Cougar Park for the Keighley Cougars. Exciting, flowing rugby, moving that ball through quick hands, using the width of the field, first left and then right. But good second row play there by Das Fleary, notching the third try of the evening onto the scoreboard for the Cougars. Simon Irvine now on the opposite side of the post. For a right-footed kicker, it's the wrong side of the post, but certainly well within his kicking capabilities. We've all seen him kicking from either touchline, so he's certainly capable of kicking this. Has a look at the post, look at the ball, comes in. It's got the height, it's got the distance, and it's there. So Simon Irvine looks to have his kicking boots on as well this evening, as the Cougars racing to an 18-point lead here. 18 points to 0 with 15 minutes gone in this first division game here at Cougar Park. So Lee Hanlon looking to restart play. Picked up by number 8, Ian Connor. Connor put to ground there by Alan Julian and Simon Ray. Gartland feeds number 2, Alan Redcliffe. Redcliffe put to ground this time by Phil Cantillon and Lee Hanlon. Gartland feeding number 12, Gareth Cunningham, son of the famous Eddie Cunningham, former Great Britain player. Number 11 there, Jason Hunter taking him on down on that far side, but put to ground there by Raphael Filippo and Das Fleary. But Widnes sweeping this ball across field. Another good run play there by Jamie Bloom, but that ball just going forward. It went backwards, but not forward by number 7, Phil Waring. But a good play there by Jamie Bloom, the Widnes full-back. But it's a scrum down 20 metres in from this popular terracing side here at Cougar Park, and some 13-14 metres inside Cougar half. Robinson feeds the scrum. He's got Irving coming on the outside of that scrum from blindside position. Irving just running it straight down the middle, but put to ground there by Jason Hunter. Robinson taking it to the right. Feeds Hanlon. Hanlon looking for runners. Decides to go on his own. Feeds Matt Foster. Good break by Foster. He's got support to Cantillon. Cantillon going back inside. And there's Carl Smith getting his first score of the evening, and on his debut here at Cougar Park. And it'll be a jubilant Carl Smith. One or two debutants in the Keighley side tonight. The other one being Alan Julian. Recent signing from Leeds, but that's a wonderful score for Carl Smith for the 4th try of the evening, but good support play by Phil Cantillon on Lee Hanlon, and then offloading when the fullback committed himself to him, to the supporting Carl Smith, and Carl Smith just tearing away on an arcing run away from the chasing defenders to midway between the right-hand upright of the post and the corner flag in the top right-hand corner for his first score for the first team, for the club, or the club's first team, making his debut tonight, and that'll certainly give him his confidence a big boost here tonight. So Cougars, with Carl Smith, the former Carl Smith, notching the 4th try of the evening and putting the Cougars now 22 points to 0 in front. Making a few changes tonight. Darryl Powell and Simon Irving, and bringing in a couple of new boys. Carl Smith, that try scorer, and Alan Julian, and one or two players starting from scratch rather than being on the substitutes bench. So good to see them all giving good performances. Simon Irving's conversion just pulled to the right-hand side of the upright, so the score remains 22 points to 0 to the Cougars with 18 minutes gone. So good opening account in his first 20 minutes or so, or just short of 20 minutes. The Cougars leading now by 22 points to 0. And another big hit this time by Alan Julian, and again Ian Gately on number 2, Alan Redcliffe. And certainly there's a buzz about this Keighley side tonight, playing with a lot of confidence, moving up quickly. This time number 10 taking it up John Harrison, but put to ground by Das Fleary and Alan Julian. Widnes taking number 8 there. Ian Connor taking it to midway between the halfway line and the Widnes 10-metre line. Waring to Long. Long ball out to number 12, Gareth Cunningham. Cunningham coming back inside, but he's caught there by Ian Gately and Chris Robinson. Gartland to Long. Long pumping it into over the top and into the, trying to find some space, but good chasing back there by Andy S. Coming across the face of his post. Got the speed, but good chasing across as well by Phil Waring, the Widnes scrum half. And number 11, Jason Hunter. Cantillon feeding Simon Ray. Ray taking him on down the middle and trying to wriggle his way free, but just being caught there by Cunningham. Cantillon to Julian. Julian put to ground there by 3 Widnes defenders, including the 2 props, Connor and Harrison. Gately offload to Robinson. That's a good pass from Gately. Feeding Hanlon. Hanlon looking support. Robinson looking to spin round, but Widnes getting across quickly and shutting him down because there were many an overlap. They were there across in numbers with the Cougars. David Lardenon hitting it straight down the middle, but caught midway between the halfway line and the 10-metre line inside the Widnes half as Lee Hanlon just chips it over the top and finds touch bang on the intersection of the touch line and the 22-metre line. So it's a scrum down, with 20 metres in from the far touch line, and Widnes head and ball. But had Robinson been able to get that pass out, final pass out a minute earlier, I think there'd have been more points on the ball for the Cougars, because they were across there in numbers queuing up for that ball with nobody at home for Widnes in the defence department. Long out to Ruane, David Ruane. Ruane, good run by Ruane, feeding number 2 Alan Redcliffe, but a good ankle tap there by Matt Foster. Ruane to Nelson, to Long, to Waring. Bloom over onto the far side to Steve Bosco, but Bosco put to ground there by Carl Smith and Chris Robinson, and spilling that ball. Smith picking it up, Gately swinging it across field to Hanlon. Hanlon going on his own, Hanlon's clear, looking for back inside to Julian. Julian trying to get round Cunningham, but Cunningham just picking him up round the shoulders and hanging on to him, going for a piggyback, but on the Widnes 22 metre line as Larder fields Robinson. Robinson to Filippo charging through that gap and straight to the try line for the 5th try of the evening. And they're just powering their way through this Widnes defence line. That was magnificent play there by Raphael Filippo, running onto the ball strongly, hitting the gap, not hesitating, just powering his way through and putting his ears back and going all the way, and that's where he went for try number 5. Good to see the big fella in full flow, stepping on the gas and hitting it hard towards that try line and getting his first score of the evening. So Cougars now going further in front by 26 points to 0. 23 minutes gone in this first half, and just cruising nicely with the scoreline as it is. 26-0, and Simon Irving now with his most difficult kick of the evening because he's right over on that far touchline. But looking to add a further 2 points to Filippo's try. But good hands across field again, swinging that ball from left-hand side of the field here. Cougars playing up towards the town end of the ground, swinging it right across field, and then Filippo just being fed that, put into the gap and going like a train. Good to see and good to watch. Irving now is attempted conversion. It looks good, looks to be good. It is good, it's all going all the way. So Cougars going further in front now by 28 points to 0, with Irving getting his 4th goal of the evening, and his most difficult, I might add. So Keighley Cougars 28, Widnes Vikings 0, with 23 minutes gone in this first half. Hanlon looking to restart play, and this is a vibrant Cougar side tonight. Bustling with confidence, bustling with enthusiasm. And again driving them back to where they came from, this time Filippo and Cantillon. And Filippo be penalised for standing over his man. You can't impede anybody that play the ball, and Gareth Cunningham trying to get up to his feet, but Filippo just leaning on him, and the referee quite rightly penalising him. Gartland.
With the substitution, off comes number 13, James Cassidy, and on comes number 15, Nick Devine.
I think number 15, Nick Devine, a substitute forward. Oh, sorry, it wasn't. It was number 10, John Harrison. But Widnes in possession now, 22, 3 metres in from this near touchline. Gartland feeding number 7, Phil Waring. Waring looking inside for Boyce Nelson. Nelson trying to find a way through, but put to ground there by Phil Cantillon. Gartland racing away, finds Long. Long looking for a gap through, but Cleary just shot him across field and then hammering him to the floor. 12 metres inside the Cougar territory. Waring again looking for runners. Feeds number 12, Cunningham, Gareth Cunningham, but Cunningham put to ground. Gartland feeds Sean Long. Long putting a bomb on the Cougar line, but Foster got his eye on it, takes it well. Leaks on the fair, comes away that ball. And a good clearing run by Matt Foster. That's good full back play, taking that ball well and then finding a gap and going straight through it and hitting the 22 metre line. Robinson looking to find a way, running across field, but looking to offload to somebody, but nobody coming in on him as Hanlon feeds Julian. Julian met by a reception committee of 3 Widnes players, but held 10 metres short the halfway line. Cantillon trying to spin round and find a way through. Julian again looking to hand off his opposite number, Gareth Cunningham, but taking play 2 or 3 metres inside the Widnes half. Filippo now acting half to Robinson. Robinson will be a long ball out to Hanlon, and it is. Hanlon feeds Larder. Larder's got man outside him. Andy Ayres racing away, but good tackling there by number 16, Lee Ashton. Lee Hanlon putting a bomb up on the widnes number 5, Steve Bosco, covering a full back position. But good chasing there by Daz Fleary, putting Bosco to the ground just short of his own goal line. Widnes swinging that ball to their left. And number 13 there, Jimmy Cassidy, just taking it up to the 22-metre line as he's put to ground by Daz Fleary and Chris Robinson. Number 8 there, good strong run by Ian Connor. Makes a good 15 metres downfield before he's caught by Filippo. Gartland to Long. Long out to Waring, Waring to Nelson, but Nelson dropping that ball. It'll be a scrum down. 20 metres in from this near touchline and 10 metres inside the widnes half. 26 minutes gone, 28 points to 0. The scoreline for the Cougars. Chris Robinson feeds the scrum out to Hanlon. Hanlon looking for runners to back inside to Robinson. Robinson to Larder doing a switch round. Could be penalised, but Larder putting the brakes on, doing well there because he'd been overrun there by Simon Ray. Cantillon to Hanlon to Carl Smith. Smith taking it, waiting well, coming back inside, but good strong running there by the young debutant. Robinson feeds Gately. Gately just taking him on up the middle, busting the first tackle, offloading, but just unfortunately picked up there by number 15, Nick Devine. Boyce Nelson now taking it back inside to number 10, John Harrison. Harrison trying to find a way through, but good defence work there by Daz Fleary, putting him to ground. Number 4, David Ruane, but trying to use that far touchline, but good chasing across there by Phil Cantillon. Number 11, Jason Hunter, taking play. Good tackling there by David Larder around the legs. Can go nowhere without them as Paul Gartland tries to find a way through, but he's caught by Carl Smith. Waring to Long. Long ball out to number 5, Bosco, back inside to Nelson, picked up there by Ian Gately. Gately intercepting that pass, going to ground with Cunningham hanging on to him. As Julian takes him on. Alan Julian, recent signing from the Leeds Rhinos. We're on the halfway as Cantillon feeds Filippo. Cantillon again, bring it to his left this time to Robinson. Robinson looking to spin off number 12, Gareth Cunningham, but Cunningham hanging on to him grimly. Cantillon to Hanlon. Irving, good break there by Hanlon, but by Irving, but just unable to get away from Phil Waring. Robinson to Filippo, the men on the outside again. Carl Smith coming back inside and running well, but good tackling there by his opposite number 4, David Ruane. Number 10 there, trying to batter his way through and take play downfield for the widnes. Number 10, John Harrison, but it's caught there by Fleary and Gately. Centre field, widnes in possession, but good tackling there by Alan Julian. Number 15, Nick Devine, coming back inside, but caught by Filippo, Julian and Cantillon. Bang on the halfway line. Gartland to Long, to Hunter to outside to number 16, Lee Ashton, but Ashton put to ground there by David Larder. Long, a ball out to number 12, Gareth Cunningham. Cunningham coming back inside, straightens up and heads straight towards the Keighley 22-metre line. Long in possession again, a little chip over the top into his bottom right-hand corner, but it's picked up by Matt Foster, but just caught there by number 2, Alan Redcliffe. Chris Robinson trying to step inside Boise Nelson, but Nelson put him to ground 10 metres away from the Keighley Cougar line as Daz Fleary takes him on and drags him upfield a further 4 or 5 metres. Cantillon to Andy Ayres. Andy Ayres coming in from the right wing position, looking for work. Cantillon scurrying away from acting half, straight down the middle of the park, feeds David Larder, but Larder almost losing that ball, almost intercepted there by number 8, Ian Connor. Robinson having a busy game this evening. Chris Robinson looking for work, looking for the gaps, looking to offload. Good variety of play. As Lee Hanlon kicks 5th and final tackle, kicking it up into this top left-hand corner of the field, but picked up by number 2, Alan Redcliffe. But Redcliffe put to ground by Alan Julian. Number 5 there, Steve Bosco, coming in from the left wing position. Gartland feeding number 11, Jason Hunter. Good strong run in there by the second row forward for Widnes, taking play 2 or 3 metres inside the Cougar half before he's put to ground by Ian Gately. We're on the far side of the field. Number 10, John Harrison, taking it up for the number 8, sorry, Ian Connor taking it up for the Widnes Vikings. Long swinging it out to number 15, Nick Devine, but Devine, good tackling there by Lee Hanlon. Number 7, Phil Waring, back inside to Dave Ruane. Ruane feeding number 12, Gareth Cunningham. Cunningham looking to offload, but put to ground by Phil Cantillon. Sean Long, but good little chip through towards the Keighley goal line, but picked up by Ian Gately, and Gately just spilling that ball. So it'll be a Widnes head and ball, 10 metres short of the Keighley goal line. Unlucky there, Ian Gately, because that Sean Long kick through was going into the in-goal area, and Gately quite rightly going for it and playing it, but just spilling it in the end. As Nelson, it looks like first score of the evening for but Sean Long's final pass to Alan Redcliffe, going over the top of him into touch. There look certain scorers there, Widnes, because Sean Long had committed Simon Ray to him and left the back door wide open for Alan Redcliffe, but sloppy pass from Sean Long going over the top of Redcliffe and into touch on the full, so it'll be a scrum down 10 metres still away from the Keighley goal line, but and 20 metres in from touch as Larder picks up from the base of the scrum and comes down the blind side, only makes 2 or 3 metres as Simon Ray comes in to take the next run, and he's put down in almost identical position. Widnes probably the best spell of the match so far as they're concerned, but Keighley just struggling to get out of this 22 metre zone at the moment, but still leading by 28 points to nil. But it's been convincing stuff from the Cougars tonight. Simon Irving takes them on down the middle, but he's put to ground 10 metres short of the halfway line. Cantillon looking for a penalty, but Hanlon feeds Filippo offloading to Carl Smith. Carl Smith looking to offload Tandy Ayres, but final pass going just fractionally forward, and the referee, Mr. Tabner, signalling it had done so. So it's a scrum down 20 metres in from the far touchline and some 9-10 metres inside the Widnes half. 33 minutes gone in this first half, and the Cougars leading by 28 points to nil. The Cougars having possibly the quietest part of their game so far. Widnes in possession in the form of Steve Bosco. Boyce Nelson now, but tackled by Carl Smith, moving into him quickly and assisted by Alan Julian, the 2 debutants for the Cougars tonight. Number 8, Ian Connor taking him on, but good tackling there by captain Simon Irving. Gartland out to Long, to Waring. Long doing a run round, but suspiciously forward pass there. Widnes getting away with it. Gartland doing a run round with Long this time, and feeding number 15, Nick Devine, and Devine taking play almost up to the Cougars 22 metre line before he's put to ground by Alan Julian. Long again, back inside to Boise Nelson. Nelson looking for the first score of the evening, but brilliant, superb tackling there by Matt Foster at full back, taking that ball off him. That's good play by Matt Foster, having a cracker of a game at full back, and obviously serving notice on the coaching staff here at Cougar Park. Simon Ray playing that ball, Cantillon acting half, feeds Gately to Robinson. Robinson, long ball out to Irving. Irving taking him on, but there's nobody outside him because Simon Ray gone looking for work fraction early. Get out. Hanlon taking him on now. Hands off one player, sweeps around Nelson, but Nelson just hanging on to him as he takes play to the halfway line. Larder looking for a way through, but 3 Widnes defenders put him to ground. 4 or 5 metres inside the Widnes half. Cantillon just throwing it out to Larder. Larder looking to offload, just 5th and final tackle, just pumping it upfield, but picked up by number 5, Steve Bosco. Bosco looking for a way through, but the reception committee of Filippo, Robinson and Smith waiting for him. And there's still 8 to 9 metres inside Widnes territory here, and some 12 metres in field from the far touchline. There's number 10, John Harrison, takes him up to the halfway line. Gartland feeding Connor. Connor just driving it hard downfield, and Larder with Robinson just halting his progress. Sorry, Smith. And a sloppy pass by Widnes, taking play back to the halfway line, and Larder and Fleary just waiting for who's coming through and putting him to ground, bang on the halfway line. Widnes bringing it to the open side. Long, a little kick over the top, running into Keighley, picked up by Foster. Foster racing upfield, coming to it, feeds Irving, and Irving just spilling that ball. Is hit by Nelson, and a good run pick up there by number 2, Redcliffe. Cougars unlucky again there because that were a blistering run by Foster from the full back position after that kick over the top by Long. Long back inside to number 4, Ruane, but Ruane caught there by the 2 props, Filippo and Gately. Certainly Sean Long, the playmaker for Widnes tonight. Number 17, John Paul Doherty on the field now for Widnes, having his first touch of the ball. Connor looking for a way through, but looking to offload. Just over the top to number 11, Hunter going for that corner. Looking to offload again, but good tackling there by the Cougars, wrapping him up just short of the line. Waring to Long ball out to number 5, Bosco coming in and finally spilling that ball. Number 2, Alan Redcliffe, but good defence work by the Cougars, keeping the clean sheet and keeping them out. We're into the last 3 or 4 minutes of play in this first half, and the Cougars still in the driving seat at 28 points to 0. But again, Widnes having another good piece of play there, and possibly a bit unlucky not to get some points on the board. But to Cougars' credit, they kept them out. Good defence work and good sliding defence from one side of the field to the others. Andy Ayres divides him in 2, straight down the middle, taking him on now, going all the way. Looking to step outside, he's still going, looking for numbers. There's Hanlon on it outside. Hanlon just losing that ball right on the Widnes 22, but what a run by Andy Ayres, straight down the middle of the park. Had him turning and twisting, not knowing where they were. And then offloading to Lee Hanlon, and Lee Hanlon just spilling that ball right on the Widnes 22, who was harassed by the Widnes defence, but good play by Andy Ayres and good support work by Hanlon. Long looking for number 16 coming back on the inside, Lee Ashton. Gartland again at acting half, feeds number 12, Jason Hunter. Hunter running strongly, but being put to ground there by Smith and Julian. Number 10 taking it up for the Widnes, John Harrison. And he's caught by Julian, and Julian, I think, will be penalised for not standing square on as the Hooter goes to bring this first half to a close. So the Cougars well on top and leading by 28 points to 0, but the referee insisting on that penalty be taken. So they're still playing here. The Hooter went just after the referee had awarded the penalty. So Long looking at Cougars going in half-time break, leading by 28 points to 0, with tries by Matt Foster, Carl Smith, Raphael Filippo, Ian Gately and Daz Fleary, and 4 goals by Simon Irving. So we look forward to seeing you in the second half, with the Cougars in front by 28 points to 0. Welcome back to Cougar Park for this evening's First Division Stones Bit of Championship game, with the Cougars well in command, leading by 28 points to 0. It's certainly been a very confident start by the Cougars here, and good to see the confidence back in the side. There's been a buzz about the play, particularly when they let the ball in their hands, prepared to run it, prepared to move it across the field and create the openings as Lee Hanlon starts his second half, kicks it long and deep and picked up by Jason Hunter. Hunter taking play just short of the 22. But Cougars well on top at the moment. Good first half, and hoping to build on it in this second half as Widnes run it in for the third time. Number 10, John Harrison, but put to ground there by Ian Gately and Alan Julian. Long, looking to offload, but deciding to go on his own, but he's wrapped up neatly by David Larder and just shepherded and covered there by Carl Smith. Coming back inside, and Smith taking number 13 on Jim Cassidy and putting him to ground right on the halfway line, helped out by Das Fleary. Gartland on the outside to number 15, Nick Devine, but Devine well tackled there by Ian Gately, and it's an handover. Cantillon to Robinson to Filippo centre field, looking for an opening, looking for the gap, and prepared to take him on and take him with him, and he's being impeded there by number 11, Jason Hunter, not allowed to get up and play that ball quickly, so it's a penalty to Cougars, bang on halfway and right in the centre spot. Simon Irving looking to find touch on the main stand side of the field, and does so on the 10-metre line. So Cantillon restarting play, feeds Gately. Gately charging downfield, taking him on and takes them up, 3 of them with him to the 22-metre line. That's a good run by Cantillon. Filippo this time, and the props are doing their business tonight. Some big surging runs by both Filippo and Gately. Having a telling fact on this game, makes a good yardage as Alan Julian takes it up with 8 metres short of the Widnes line, and Larder centre field looking for runners, long ball out to Robinson. Robinson, oh, just half stopped there by Hunter. And Cantillon back inside to David Larder, but Larder just been bundled into touch on that far side. But 2 surging runs there by the 2 big fellas in the Cougar camp. Raphael Filippo and Ian Gately making some good yardage downfield and putting the pressure on the Widnes defence straight away. Widnes inside their own 10-metre zone. A good run there by Boyce Nelson, taking play just outside the 22. But Lee Hanlon moving across quickly, but Widnes slipping that ball out. John Harrison taking it further upfield for them before he's put to ground by Ian Gately and Das Fleary. Gartland again at acting half. Feeds Connor. Connor this time put to ground by David Larder, assisted by Lee Hanlon. Waring to Long, back inside to number 17, John Paul Doughty. Doughty put to ground right on the halfway line by Cantillon. Gartland to Long again. Certainly the big playmaker in the Widnes camp. And Cougar's been penalised there for a head-high tackle. Not certain which one of the 2 second row forwards it is. They're both dark coloured lads, but both of them involved in that tackle, so either Mr. Fleary or Mr. Julian penalised there. Long missing out, number 17 Doughty feeding number 4 David Ruane. Ruane just wrapped up neatly there by Carl Smith just outside the 22. Bosco back inside to number 15, Devine. He's put to ground this time by Chris Robinson. Gartland feeding number 10, John Harrison. Harrison almost up to the taking play almost up to the Keighley goal line, but just held up. Gartland to Waring to Long. Long looking for runners. Long ball out to number 3. Royce Nelson, but Nelson's final pass again going straight into touch when there was an overlap for Alan Redcliffe, but Redcliffe completely overrunning that ball, and the ball sailing into touch round the back of him. So it's a scrum down, 20 metres in from the far touchline and 10 metres short of the Keighley goal line. Robinson feeding Simon Ray, coming in from the left wing position, but Ray caught there by Nelson just inside the 22. Robinson to Fleary this time. Des Fleary just bumping his way downfield. That's a good bullocking run there by Des Fleary. Smith looking for a way through, hesitating, looking to come back inside, but then straightening up, but caught there by Connor and number 4, David Ruane. Robinson, a long ball out to Hanlon. Hanlon looking for runners. Good ball out to Simon Irving on the outside. Irving stepping on the gas, going all the way back inside to Simon Ray. Ray just racing away towards a post for a breathtaking try. Good centre wing play there, but that Lee Hanlon pass, missing men out, and that long ball out to Simon Irving, standing wide, giving him the space to move in. Irving just stepping on the gas inside his own half, racing into the Widnes half of the field, and then offloading back inside to the supporting Simon Ray, and Ray just tearing away towards the Widnes post for the first score of his second half. 6 minutes gone in this second half. The Cougars now going further in front by 34 points to 0. But that was good centre wing play, breathtaking rugby, and good linking up by half back and centre there to create the space, and leaving Simon Irving with a relatively easy kick just to the left hand side of the uprights, and being a right footed kicker, it's on the right side for him. Irving looking to go put them further in front, looking for his 5th goal in the evening, should I say. But Irving just has a look at the post, has a look at the ball, and slots it neatly between the posts. So the Cougars going further in front now by 34 points to 0. With some 6-7 minutes gone in this second half. But it's certainly a convincing performance by the Cougars tonight, and just let's hope they can keep it up right to the very end, because the longer this goes on, the better the confidence will get, because it's certainly been a morale boosting performance here tonight at Cougar Park. Moving up quickly in defence, spilling the ball there. Alan Julian taking him on down the centre of the field, picking that stray ball up, but Widnes putting themselves under all sorts of pressure now, spilling that ball in their own 22. Cantillon looking for a quick tap, does so to Hanlon, to Robinson. Larder looking for space. There's Fleary back on his inside. Fleary still going, held up some 5 or 6 metres short of that Widnes line. Cantillon now swinging it to the open side to Robinson, to Hanlon. Hanlon to Julian. Julian looking to break free, does so, taking play up to 3 or 4 metres short of the Widnes line. Good play by Keighley here as Gately going for his 2nd try of the evening. He gets there. The referee signaling it's a good one, so it's on the cards. Ian Gately notching his 2nd try of the evening up here at Cougar Park. And they're just tearing holes in this Widnes defence now. An injured player over on the 22-metre line. Jason Hunter just being assisted from the field by Widnes physio, but Ian Gately cashing in on that far corner of the field. Beat tacklers and then lunging over that line to get that ball down for his 2nd score of the evening. So the Cougars going further in front now by 38 points to 0. 10 minutes into this second half, and it's a rampant Cougar team here at the moment, really turning it on in style, putting them under pressure in the defence department. Widnes spilling that ball and then just moving it from one side of the field, first across to the right and then straight across field to the left, and resulting in the big fella storming over for his 2nd try of the evening. Simon Irving with a difficult kick on the far side of the field, looking to pull it between the uprights. Certainly got the height and the distance, but it's pulled across the face of the post. So the score remains 38 points to nil in Cougars' favour here at Cougar Park tonight. Lee Hanlon looking to restart play, and there's certainly a buzz about this Keighley side tonight. The referee, Mr. Tabner, just having a look and then signalling they can kick off, and they're kicking it long, high and deep into Widnes territory. Putting him to ground some 5 or 6 metres inside the 22-metre zone. Connor just looking to force his way upfield, but Daz Fleary having a great game tonight, both in attack and defence, putting him to ground. This time Alan Julian, and certainly Julian will benefit from the experience of a confident Fleary alongside him in the second row. The halfway line. Gartland to Long kicking it deep into Cougar 22, but picked up by Matt Foster. Foster looking to come round, hands off Phil Waring, raced across the post, and a good clearing run by Matt Foster. Can't put a foot wrong tonight. The full-back position, Robinson to Simon Ray. Ray looking to find a way down through that Widnes defence. Cantillon to Julian. Not much of a chance there because they were on him before he'd even got into gear. Hanlon again, having a good game, busy game tonight. Got on his second game, where Larder offloading to Andy Ayres. Good play by the loose forward David Larder. Forces his way through the gap and offloading to the spotting Andy Ayres. Robinson to Gately. Gately taking him on down the centre of the field, almost bumping, burrowing Paul Gartland. Robinson again out to Andy Ayres. Ayres got space here, going for the corner, stepping back inside. And that's a good score for Andy Ayres, going almost under the post. And he puts it down just to the right-hand side. But a super pass there from Chris Robinson.
It's a Cougar try, Andy Ayres.
Giving Andy Ayres a little bit of space because he missed 2 men out. Just missed the Widnes defence out, and then stepped on the gas down this right-hand touchline. Stepped inside the full-back. He had to price with Andy Ayres coming back on the inside of him, and then just racing away, putting that ball down just to the right-hand side of the uprights. So Ayres getting his name on the team sheet tonight, the score sheet. And the Cougars going further in front now by 42 points to nil, and Simon Irving with a relatively easy kick to just to the right-hand side of the uprights, looking to put them further in front. "13 minutes gone in this second half. Simon Irving's putting them up to the 44-point mark. So the Cougars leading by 44 points to nil here against the Widnes Vikings. And it's certainly been a convincing performance as Lee Hanlon restarts play. Hanlon is gaining in confidence every minute tonight. He made his debut on Tuesday at against Hull Kingston Rovers. Obviously just settling in, but tonight he'll be finding his feet well and truly as Ian Connor takes it up for Widnes Vikings, and he's put to ground by David Larder. No, so number 15 it is, sorry, Nick Devine. Long looking to play, looking to find a way through, but Garland again scampering away from acting half, but he's met by Alan Julian and Simon Irving over on the far side of the field. As Sean Long kicks it deep into the Cougar 22-metre area, and Matt Foster just content to let that ball run into that touch because it was bouncing awkwardly, and rather than concede a scrum with a knock-on or some infringement, just content to let that ball going to touch, knowing full well that it's Cougar head and ball and 99% guaranteed possession. the far touchline. Robinson, Simon Ray come racing in from that left wing position, but just caught there by Boyce Nelson, the Kiwi centre for the Widnes Vikings, as Carl Smith takes it down field for the Cougars, and Mr. Tabner penalising Widnes for lying on, and the referee wanting a word with Phil Waring for lying on. But there'll be a penalty to the Cougars just outside their own 22-metre zone. Start play gets Filippo on the charge, but Filippo makes 6 or 7 metres into Widnes territory. Cantillon again takes it to the open side to Robinson. Robinson missing Gately out to Hanlon. Hanlon to Irving, coming back on the inside, but Irving wrapped up by Phil Waring and Jim Cassidy. Cantillon again to Robinson. Robinson stepping inside. Cassidy still looking for a way through, but 3 Widnes defenders wrap him up there. 12 metres inside Widnes territory. Cantillon to the open side to Hanlon. Hanlon to Waring. Waring to Larder feeding Filippo, but Filippo put to ground just outside 22. Cantillon scampering away, back inside to Andy Ayres, but Andy Ayres just spilling that ball. So it'll be a scrum down on the Widnes 22 and 20 metres in from touch. But certainly Cougars ruling the roost here. Long to Ruane. Nelson feeding number 8, Connor. Connor trying to find a way upfield, but he's put to ground by Alan Julian. Julian again racing across. Good defence work again by the young debutant. Alan Julian had a good, confident game tonight. Number 17, John Paul Doherty for Widnes, taking it up to the halfway line before he's put to ground there by Julian again and Lee Hanlon. Waring to Long back inside to number 16, Lee Ashton. Ashton looking for a good little run there by Lee Ashton, taking play 12 metres inside, and good quick thinking there by David Ruane. Cougars half asleep and getting almost up to 8 metres short of the goal line as number 11, Jason Hunter, for Widnes. They're metres short of the Cougar line. A long ball out to Waring. Waring looking to go on his own, looking to offload, but he's wrapped up by his opposite number, Chris Robinson, and pulled to the ground, unable to get that ball. And Robinson will be penalised for pulling him down a second time. So a second quick penalty to Widnes. And it's the nearest they've been to the Cougar line for a long time. Gartland feeds Connor. Connor looking to take him on, going to the post, but he's held up over the line, being pulled back into play. Gartland right on the Keighley Cougar try line. Long doing a run round, going on his own, and that's a good try for the Widnes Vikings by standoff half Sean Long. Shouldering the ball. They bought the dummy, then he just straightened up and headed straight for the corner. But Widnes getting the first points of the evening on the board with a good individual try there by number 6, standoff half, the former Wigan player Sean Long. So just reducing their arrears a little bit here by 44 points to 4. We're 18 minutes into the second half. And the Vikings getting the first points of the evening with that Sean Long try, and Raphael Filippo being replaced by Grant Dory, and Filippo getting a good round of applause from this Cougar crowd tonight here, because it's been a good performance by the big fella. Both props, both him and Ian Gately played exceptionally well. They've done a good props game, played job tonight, running the ball in strongly, running from deep, taking him on down the middle, creating the gaps, causing havoc in this Widnes defence, and both of them getting the names on the score sheet. As a Widnes conversion attempt goes straight between the uprights. So Long converting his own try. So Cougars now trailing in front by 44 points to 6 after 18, 19 minutes playing this second half. So we're almost on the hour. Das Fleury being substituted now. And then again getting a good applause from this Cougar crowd. And Gately just charging downfield like a steam train. Taking play, good clearing run there by Ian Gately. And David Larder now doing likewise, and he's getting a penalty out of it because Sean Long going upstairs and wrapping himself around David Larder's head. Simon Irving coming across quickly, looking to restart play. Finds touch on the far side of the field. Alan Julian now taking it upfield for the Cougars, but losing that ball, and that being spilt this time by David Ruane, so it'll be a scrum down. Keighley head and ball, and Keighley possibly lucky to get away with that because the referee played advantage for Widnes and didn't really fully capitalise on it, so it'll be a Cougar scrum, head and ball, just inside the Widnes half. Robinson. Long ball out to Hanlon, to Irving, back inside, Irving straightening up, got the gap, Irving taking him on, going on an arcing run for the corner, taking him on, but good tackling there by, good cover tackling there by Steve Bosco on Simon Irving. But Irving doing the right thing, taking him on and taking play to within 3 or 4 metres of the Widnes line. Widnes moving up quickly in defence, they need a fast hands here. Larder dancing around in the middle, looking to take him on, straightens up. But Widnes have moved up very quickly there in defence and shut them down. Phil Cantillon at acting half, taking it to left to Robinson, back inside to Dory. Dory going straight for the Widnes line, but held up there by 3 Widnes defenders. 10 metres short. Cantillon again. Feeds Gately. Gately going for his hat-trick in that bottom left-hand corner. But he must be inches short, I think, spilling that ball. So it's a tap 22, but Ian Gately unlucky not to get his hat-trick there. Widnes taking a tap from the 22 following that spill ball in the in-goal area. But put to ground 2 or 3 metres outside, and number 10 there taking it up for the Widnes, John Harrison. Alex Kane on the field, substitute for Das Fleury, and Grant Dory replacing Filippo. But little tete-a-tete going on over there, but just referee just time to get on with it. Number 16, Lee Ashton receiving that ball from Doherty, looking to come back inside, but wrapped up by David Larder and Grant Dory. Sean Long back inside to number 13, Jim Cassidy. Cassidy still keeping that ball alive to David Ruane, to Sean Long. Long taking him on down the middle, into a gap again. But Simon Ray coming in well, picking him up, and Simon Irving picking that ball up, coming back into an offside position, which is allowed to do so. Simon Ray acting, feeds Gately. Gately to Dory. Dory put to ground right on the Cougars' 22-metre line. 23 minutes gone in his second half as the first yellow card of the evening comes out for lying on in a tackle. There'd been one previously. The referee had spoken to the captain, and Jim Cassidy again 10 minutes in the sin bin for his troubles. For lying on in the tackle and not allowing Grant Dory to get up and play that ball quickly. So they're tapped some 6-7 metres inside Cougar territory as Grant Dory takes it up for the Cougars. Put to ground 5 or 6 metres inside the Widnes half. Ian Gately offloading that ball to Cantillon. Cantillon looking for a way through, but bit of a buzz about this Widnes defence. just gaining a little bit more confidence in these last 5 or 10 minutes and probably playing their best rugby as Hanlon to Matt Foster. Foster to Andy Ayres taking him on, but he's away in the corner. Andy Ayres getting his second try of the evening and racing across field as he puts it down. And that's good play by Foster and Ayres and Hanlon. Foster just popping that ball over the top to Andy Ayres. Ayres, not much to work on, but evading the despairing tackle of Steve Bosco, racing around him and then nipping in at the corner to tear away in the in-goal area, midway between the corner flag and the post, to get his second try of the evening. So the Cougars back in front by 44 points, now going into a 50 points to 6 lead. 24 minutes gone in this second half. Andy Ayres getting his second try of the evening. And the Cougars now leading by 50 points to 6. With Simon Irving attempting conversion to come. But it's some 12-13 metres in from this near touch line. It's on the wrong side of for a right-footed kicker, but he's kicked them this evening from an identical position in the first half. As they always sit straight between the uprights, so they're going in 52 points to 6 in front. So my apologies, 50 points to 6 in front because...
From the substitution, on comes Jason Ramshaw for Ian Gately.
Ian Gately being substituted now and getting a big round of applause because had another fine game, another one that's had a fine game tonight. Scored 2 tries, but Jason Ramshaw coming on to replace Ian Gately. Widnes in possession inside their own 22-metre zone. Cougars in front by 50 points to 6 as Ian Gonner takes it up for them, but put to ground by Ramshaw and Dory, 2 of the substitutes. 25 minutes gone, 26 minutes gone. Cougars in front by 50 points to 6. Wearing to long to number 5 Bosco. Bosco looking for a way around, but he's well wrapped up there by Paul Owen, with Keighley with all 4 substitutes on the field now. As Long pumps that ball in, up into the 22-metre area, but Matt Foster stepping outside. Foster going down that far touchline. It's another good clearing run by Matt Foster. Had an excellent game at full-back tonight. Looks as though he's played there all his life. David Larder now in possession, back inside to Alex Kane. Alex Kane just caught there by number 15, Nick Devine. Dory now in possession, centre field, taking him on, but caught there by Ian Connor, and Connor just dragging him to the floor. Assisted by number 14, John Donoghue. Robinson back inside to Larder. Larder tearing downfield, but just caught there by number 10, John Harrison. Cantillon scampering away from acting half and takes play 5 or 6 metres inside the Widnes 22. Robinson again, he'll pop it over the top and does so. It's there for Andy Ayres to get, but well taken there by number 16, Lee Ashton. Ashton looking to gain some yardage upfield, but wrapped up by Alex Kane. Kane with number 16 on his back. Dory with number 17 on his back. Although I gave them out as being opposite way around at the beginning, as Julian puts Widnes number 8 to the ground. Long in possession, caught there by Ramshaw and Robinson. 9 metres inside the Widnes half. Number 17, Doherty trying to force his way through, but he's just wrapped up by Alex Kane and Ramshaw. Sean Long pumping that ball over the top, but little chip over the top, but well read there by Chris Robinson, and Robinson just quite content to get possession, play it safe, as Paul Owen hesitates and then looks to find a way through, but he's just put to ground by number 14, John Donoghue. Ramshaw, good surging run there by Jason Ramshaw, taking play up to the halfway line. Cantillon at acting half. Feeds Foster. Foster coming from the full-back position. Quick play the ball. Cantillon to Dory. Dory straightening up, back inside to Cantillon. Cantillon, long ball out to Julian. Good back support play by Alan Julian. Centre field on the 10-metre line inside the Widnes Vikings half. Irving. He's put to ground almost identical position, but Robinson will be able to chip over the top, and he's so into that bottom left-hand corner of the field. Good chasing there by Simon Ray, putting Widnes under pressure. But that Widnes right winger, Alan Rector, just shepherding that ball and managing to keep his hands off it as it finds touch. So the Widnes head and ball, 20 metres in from that far touch line and 10 metres away from the Widnes goal line. 30 minutes gone in this second half. Widnes in possession, sweeping across field, and a good run there by number 16 Lee Ashton, coming back inside but put to ground by Andy Ayres. Sean Long been by far Widnes' best player tonight, looking to offload and does so. But Grant Dory moving in quickly to put number 15 Nick Devine to ground. Widnes still in possession, 3 and 4 metres inside their own half, sweeping it across field. Duane to number 5 Steve Bosco, and Andy Ayres taking a bad knock and looks to have a cut on his eye, but Waring centre field feeds number 14 John Dono, former Woolston Amateur Rugby League club player. Sean Long chipping it over the top again into the 22-metre zone, picked up by Matt Foster, and that should be a penalty because Foster were tackled before his feet touched the ground. New ruling that's come in that you cannot tackle a player who's got both feet off the floor taking a high ball. So Simon Irving with a penalty kick, some 4 or 5 metres away from his own goal line, finding touch on the 22-metre line as Andy Ayres is getting a sympathetic round of applause as he leaves the field with a badly cut head, and going into the blood bin. Keighley in possession just outside their own 22-metre zone. Cantillon feeds Dory just running it in, looking for a quick play of the ball. Cantillon racing away from acting half, feeds Dory again. Dory takes play into the Widnes half with a good foraging run there. And I think there'll be another Widnes player join the sin bin as headbutt there by Ian Connor on one of the Cougar players. I'm not certain who it is, and there's a free-for-all in the middle because that was completely unnecessary. Been a good clean game, but certainly one of the Widnes players using the head there. And the referee and touch judge just sorting it out. But certainly a blatant headbutt there by I think Ian Connor, the Widnes number 8. But certainly the referee got in his pocket to get the yellow card out for a sin binning offence for lying on in the tackle, but the referee, Mr. Tabner, just having a word with his touch judges before he sorts things out. But Grant Dory, I think it is at cop for one there, because he's the one that's been attended to by the physio. But just waiting to see what the referee comes up with here, because having a long hard talk with his touch judges to decide what action to take, but he's certainly got the yellow card out for one player. And the man of the match award there just been announced for the Cougars, and going to, quite rightly so, to full-back Matt Foster. He's had a fine game, superb game tonight at full-back. Done everything right. Absolutely flawless performance from Matt Foster. He looks as though he's been playing full-back all his life. And certainly Grant Dory being Grant Dory being assisted from the field, obviously the recipient of that headbutt. But the referee, simbin in number 14, John Donough, for lying on in the tackle. Now having words with, I was right, it was Ian Connor getting the yellow card, so Connor getting his marching orders for headbutting and being put on report as well. So the first penalty being awarded for lying on in the tackle, but Connor getting his marching orders, Donough getting 10 minutes in the bin, and certainly Widnes will be stretched now in the defence department as Filippo comes back on to replace Dory, getting attention in the blood bin. Owen to Larder, long ball out to Hanlon coming back inside, looking for a way through, but just wrapped up there by number 7, Phil Waring. Cantillon to Owen, to Robinson to Filippo taking him on straight down the middle. Good foraging run there by Raphael Filippo, and certainly Widnes losing the composure, losing all of it at the moment, but Chris Robinson just spilling that ball metres short of the Widnes try line, so Widnes back in possession. And the Cougars will be looking to keep them trapped down here because they're down in numbers to 11 men with Connor and Donough off the field. As Julian racing to put John Harrison to the ground. And this Cougar crowd getting behind the local heroes. Waring feeding number 10, John Harrison. And Harrison put to ground by Jason Ramshaw right on the 22-metre line, centre field, as Sean Long just pumps that ball into touch right on the halfway line, so it'll be a scrum down a couple of metres inside the Cougar half and 20 metres in from the far touch line. And we're in the last 5 minutes here at Cougar Park with the Cougars in a commanding lead by 50 points to 6. Chris Robinson looking to feed the scrum, does so, picks up, will feed Paul Owen. Looking for a way through, but wrapped up by his opposite number. Owen filling in at standoff half, wrapped up by Sean Long. Carl Smith feeding Ramshaw. Ramshaw taking play 10 metres inside Widnes half. Owen again, first man receiver to Robinson, to Larder running strong down that far side. Next fight, good 10 metres, 7 metres, sorry. Filippo now back inside to Cantillon. Cantillon tearing away for that corner, but just been held up 3 or 4 metres short. Simon Irving acting half, looking to go over, get his first points of the afternoon, but the evening, sorry, but being held up on his back, so it'll be scrum to the Cougars. Just waiting to see what the referee's giving. Just bringing him back for the 10-metre scrum, signalling that Irving had been held up on his back in the Widnes in goal area, unable to get that ball down. So Cougars will have another 6 bites of the cherry here. Robinson puts into that scrum, feeds Owen, run round with Robinson straightening up, coming back inside. Got men on his outside, Foster taking him on, coming back inside and getting him. Second try of the evening going to Matt Foster. The Cougars going further in front now by 54 points to 6. And it's certainly been an emphatic win here at Cougar Park this evening for the Keighley Cougars. Dominant in every department of the game. Moving that ball well across the field with quick hands. Matt Foster again, his second try of the evening. 37 minutes gone in this second half. Certainly the tonic this club needed. Convincing win. Boosted confidence for Sunday's home game against Dewsbury. And certainly Darryl Powell and Simon Irving, the coaching duo here at Cougar Park, will be more than happy with this tonight's performance. There's been some good individual performances, but overall it's been a good team performance. Everybody supporting each other, and as I said earlier, a big morale boost for the club all round, because it was badly needed. Things have just not gone right over the last few weeks, and certainly let's hope this is a big corner turned. Simon Irving's attempted conversion hits the post, the right hand upside. I thought it was curling him, but just held on course and hit the right hand upright and bounced away. So the Cougars leading by 54 points to 6. As I think Chris Robinson looks to restart play, because Lee Hanlon being substituted by Paul Owen. And a thundering tackle there by not certain actually who it was, Matt Foster. Made himself look 15 stone as he thundered him to the ground there, but again Keighley moving in quickly to shut down all the Widnes options. This time with Sean Long being put to ground. Long ball out to number 3, Boise Nelson. Nelson offloading to number 4, David Ruane, but Ruane put to ground just inside the Cougar half. Doherty feeding, wearing out to Gartland, out to number 2, Alan Radcliffe over on the far side of the field. He's spilling that ball and picked up by Paul Owen. Robinson, centre field to Alex Kane. Kane looking to straighten up, but he's put to ground some 7 or 8 metres inside Cougar half. Cantillon scampering away from acting half, and number 10 there, John Harrison, won't stand in square and should have been penalised, but getting away with it. Chris Robinson to Paul Owen. Owen out to Matt Foster. Foster feeding Irving. Irving looking to come back inside, but just spilling that ball, and eventually rolling into touch 15 metres inside the Widnes half. So it'll be a scrum down Widnes head and ball. And we're in the dying seconds of the game here at Cougar Park tonight, with the Cougars well on top by 54 points to 6. Bruising and cruising to a good win tonight. A confident, emphatic win. Widnes packing only 3 forwards, but getting possession. Still down in numbers. It's number 15, Nick Devine, races across field as the hooter goes to bring this game to a close. And Keighley Cougars running out, convincing winners by 54 points to 6 against the Widnes Vikings. The Vikings score coming from a Sean Long try and goal, but Cougars scores coming from 2 Matt Foster tries, 2 Andy Hayes tries, Carl Smith try, 7 goals to Simon Irving, Simon Ray try, Raphael Filippo try, 2 Ian Gately tries, and Das Fleary try, but a good, convincing win here at Cougar Park tonight, with the Cougars running out, clear-cut winners by 54 points to 6, and we look forward to seeing you on Sunday with a home game against Shrewsbury. So it's a good night. God bless.